Good morning. It's Wednesday, March 18th in the morning outside the library in the park near my apartment in New Taipei, Taiwan. I'm making this video to give an update to my friends and family in the United States about what's happening here in Taiwan with the coronavirus. Clearly, there is not the same social distancing that's going on in the United States. Some young musicians are practicing their instruments outside here. I'll take you into the library next. 你好。
你好，额头对准这边。
谢谢你。
好，谢谢。
谢谢啊。谢谢。谢谢啊。So to enter the library or other public spaces in Taiwan, you often are required to have your temperature checked, and this is a pretty common practice, as is the wearing of masks in public places. So the latest news from Taiwan is that starting tomorrow, Thursday, March 19th, they will be closing the borders to all travelers except returning Taiwanese citizens. This is in response to the increase in COVID-19 cases that has happened here over the last 2.5 weeks due to people who've traveled overseas and returned with the infection. Right now, there is not evidence of community spread, or at least insignificant amounts of community spread. And last I checked, there were 77 cases that have been confirmed in the island of Taiwan, which is approximately 23.7 million people, about 20 of which had recovered, and the rest are in hospital. There are also other people who are in quarantine because of their contact with the people who are confirmed cases. And this is similar to what's happened in Germany as to closing the border, but it's a pretty drastic measure. But Taiwan wants to keep ahead of this. It's springtime here in Taipei. And people are out with their families enjoying the weather. In public, roughly half the people are wearing masks if they're not going to come into close contact with other people. We'll go into a store, and we'll also take a look at the subway this morning. Let's go into my local subway station. As you can see, I just missed the train. There's been some dispute about whether masks are effective in fighting coronavirus. I'm not going to get into that here. You can look at the New York Times. Maybe I'll put a link down below. But it's considered good manners here.
州，下一台列车往第一台列车往州，Platform 1，广州。
I'm standing outside Shinkan Mitsukoshi, which is on both sides of the street, a big department store in a commercial district. Let's see what's going on. So it's about 11:40 here in the morning on Wednesday the 18th. I think it's more quiet than normal, but obviously people are still out shopping, etc. I'm currently on my way to my favorite beef noodle place in the neighborhood known as Bayman, Northgate. And as you can see, people are doing business and shops are open.